higher education. Is getting an advanced degree or like a degree in itself valuable? Is it still worth it? Spending all this money and time and effort and all this stress really worth it? Maybe it's a bit too late for me because I'm currently doing my master's, and I even went to Europe on a student exchange, sort of even explored different education systems. And I had thoughts and I had reflections. But before I could say what I think, what my reflections were, I needed to understand what the general sense was around education. And in this video, I try to explore that. Welcome to Let's Get Uncomfortable. My name is Lethemba Veni. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not, thank you for coming back. Anyway, let's talk about education. Post-World War II, let's start from the beginning. Post-World War II, getting an education had a wage premium to it. What does that mean? It means that for every year of education that you got paid slightly more, right? There was a premium to it. Now, back then, it was very production based, right? The goal for you to get an education was for you to just, acquire skill so that you can help in the production process. So go learn how to, make cars so that you can work in a car manufacturing company. Go learn how to be an accountant so that you can work in an accounting firm. And, all of it was sort of based on that. Now the world has changed and the world has progressed and things have changed. With automation, you don't need as many skills as you did before, as many manual labor skills as you did before. So what does this mean for education? Now, in general, now moving to what, in recent times, in general, getting a higher education is not a bad. It depends on two things. The type of education that you're doing, like the type of degree that you acquire, and the institution, right? So if you go to an elite institution like your Harvard, your Cambridge, your Yale, we all know them. We all know people from, we've heard about it a lot. If you get it from those institutions, you are more likely to to get a benefit from it. Not just that, depending on what you studied, right? We all know, careers or that are rewarded. Law, finance, business, those are rewarded careers. So if you do something, like social studies, and you do it from a university that's not as elite, you might just feel like you're wasting your money because you're not even gonna get a job, right? Why? Because times have changed, right? Now education is no longer used to sort of signal whether or not you can do something. Now education is used as a filtering process. You need to have an education and something else, right? So it's not enough that I've just spent all this money studying to become an economist in this college that is not elite. It just gets me inside the vicinity. I still have to have something else to get inside, to get the job. What is that? Experience. Now, I have been in school for 5-6 years. Where exactly did I get this experience that you need to hire me? You see that I was in school, where am I gonna get this experience? So not only that, you need to have had experience. What does it mean? It means that while you are studying, you need to figure out a way to work and need to figure out a way to get experience that is going to be applicable in the field that you want to be in. So you see a lot of people doing internships, oh, I did an internship at this bank and I have a master's degree and I graduated with distinction. You need to have graduated with distinction, have experience, worked for a startup or whatever, be young. So if you don't have those three things, you're screwed. Now, how many people do you know that have those three things? Because companies are limited and they won't hire everyone. So then why are we still doing this? I wish I knew. I don't know. I know that I'm lucky enough in that, I've always, had a job after leaving, but I know a lot of people who struggle to get a job after getting this higher education. So what are we saying, right? Are we saying that the education system hasn't caught up? And what are we going to do now that we're moving into a world where there is AI? Now, I'm really, really puzzled by this. Honestly, I don't know what the point is, but there still is this need to do it. And I don't think it's going to go away. And more than ever now, we have these other courses in universities that are just very vague and you're not sure what skill you're acquiring. Why? Because they are also money making institutions. They want to acquire as many students as possible and make as much money as possible. So I don't think they really care much about what's going to happen to you after you leave the school system. And as someone who has worked a year in consulting, I can tell right now, being in school doesn't prepare you for the real world. So even though perhaps like in terms of money, in terms of like, you know, resources, in terms of like time spent, it's not the optimal place to be in, you know, getting an education. But I think that there are other things that you can get from it that are not, you know what I mean, related to that. I think that being in school allows you to sort of think. I don't think this matters. It depends on what, like, you know, field you were in, whether or not you did mathematics or whether or not you did economics or not you did social studies. I think being at a university will force you to think, and I think whenever you get to society, you can sort of be an adult that, you know, really knows how to tackle a problem, how to solve a problem. So I think it's good in that sense. But that is great and all if you have the resources. If you're someone who's saying, I need to make money now, I can't be wasting money, going to university so that you can learn how to think. And another thing is, like, you know, you get to learn social skills, you get to make friends. So going to university and investing all this money so that you can just learn social skills and be a better person is not really enough. It's not really a good thing. It's not really sustainable. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot be from a poor family and be like, oh no, I want to go to university because I think I'm going to learn the skill of, you know, speaking to people and I'm going to, like, you know, problem solve. No, you need to make money. You need to make money now. So I don't know if getting a loan to do a course that is not going to, you know what I mean, guarantee to get you a job after you leave is going to be very helpful. I don't think so. I think perhaps it's even better to, like, you know, if you're going to university to make money, I think it's better to just, you know, put your head down and really force yourself to do the difficult course that is more likely to give you, like, a job other than something that you like, if that's what you're going to the university for, to make money. I think if you're going to university to make money and you do something that won't have that many job prospects afterwards, it's going to be very demotivating, and it's going to be time consuming, and it's going to be a drainage on your resources. So that's my 2 cents on the topic, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it sort of prompted you to do more research around the topic. Thank you.